Have you ever felt like one small comment ruins your whole day? Someone ignores your message and suddenly you feel not good enough. Or maybe one little mistake keeps playing in your mind again and again. We all go through this. We overthink, we take things personally, and we allow small things to control our emotions. But have you ever stopped and asked, why does everything affect me so much? This book, Stop Letting Everything Affect You by Daniel Chidiac, helps us understand the reason behind this emotional chaos. It explains why our mind reacts so fast, how overthinking and self-sabotage slowly drain our energy, and most importantly, how we can take back control of our peace. You don't have to live like this, reacting to every word, every situation. It's time to understand your emotions, protect your peace, and stop letting everything affect you. Chapter 1. Why you let everything affect you. Have you noticed, sometimes the small thing hurts you more than it should? Someone ignores your message and suddenly you feel unwanted. Someone gives a little feedback and you feel like a failure. But the truth is, it's not that one comment or one moment. It's your past pain that's reacting again. Daniel Chidiac explains that our brain is like a memory box. Every painful moment, every insult, every time you felt not enough, it gets stored deep inside. So when something similar happens again, your mind replays the old emotion, not the new situation. Another reason we let things affect us is comparison. We see others doing better, more money, more beauty, more success, and we start feeling small. But this constant comparison creates low self-esteem. We begin to think we are not enough, not good, not capable, not worthy. And that's how emotional baggage works. We carry old pain like a heavy backpack, and even small triggers in daily life reopen old wounds. That's why sometimes we overreact, cry, or feel broken over little things. But here's the truth. You can't control what people say or do. You can only control how you respond. The moment you understand where your emotions come from, you take the first step toward freedom. You're not weak for feeling too much. You're just human. But now it's time to stop letting your past control your present. It's time to heal, to grow, and to protect your peace. Chapter 2. The Weight You Carry, Boundaries and Detachment. Sometimes life feels heavy, not because of what's happening, but because of what we're carrying. We carry people's opinions, expectations, and judgments on our shoulders. We say yes when our heart wants to say no. We try to make everyone happy, and in the end, we lose our own peace. Daniel Chidiac explains, this happens when we don't have boundaries. Boundaries are not walls, they are filters. They don't block people out, they protect your energy. It's like saying, I respect you, but I also respect myself. When you learn to say no to things that hurt your peace, you make space for things that heal you. Boundaries teach others how to treat you. If you always stay silent, people will think you're okay with everything. But here's what happens. When you set boundaries, some people will call you selfish, rude, or cold. They will try to make you feel guilty, but remember, guilt is not always a sign you're wrong. Sometimes it's just a sign that you're breaking old patterns of people-pleasing. Now, what about detachment? Detachment doesn't mean you stop caring. It means you care wisely, without losing your balance. You can love people, but you don't have to absorb their pain or drama. You can help others, but not at the cost of your mental health. This is emotional freedom. When you stop reacting to everything, you start choosing your peace over chaos. You realize not every fight needs your response. Not every opinion deserves your attention, and not every situation needs your energy. Let go of the weight that's not yours. Protect your peace like it's your most precious treasure. Because when you stop letting everything affect you, you finally start living for you. Chapter 3: Overthinking and Emotional Chaos. Have you ever tried to sleep, but your brain just won't stop talking? You replay old conversations again and again. What did they mean by that? Should I have said something else? Did I do something wrong? This is overthinking. It's like your mind refuses to rest even when your body is tired. Daniel Chidiac explains, overthinking starts with one small worry, but the mind keeps feeding it. Soon, that tiny thought becomes a full-blown story of fear, doubt, and anxiety. And the sad part is, most of these stories are not even real. They are just imagination mixed with fear. We keep creating problems that don't exist. We imagine what people are thinking about us. We assume the worst, and slowly we fall into the trap of emotional chaos. That's when self-sabotage begins. We start doubting our worth, delaying our goals, and treating ourselves like we're not good enough. You see, the same mind that can make you peaceful can also make you miserable, depending on how you use it. Overthinking is like holding a knife. If you use it carefully, it helps you. But if you keep playing with it, it hurts you. So what's the solution? Awareness. The moment you notice that your thoughts are running wild, stop and breathe. Ask yourself, is this thought helping me or hurting me? If it's not helping, let it go. You don't have to believe every thought that enters your mind. Remember, your mind is like a garden. If you water worries, they will grow into fear. But if you water peace, gratitude, and self-love, you will grow calmness inside. Overthinking doesn't solve your problems, it steals your peace. You can't control every situation, but you can control your response to it. Stop fighting your mind, start guiding it. Because peace doesn't come from outside, it comes when you stop letting your thoughts control you. Chapter 4: Toxic Patterns and Relationships. Sometimes the pain we feel doesn't come from situations. It comes from people we allow too close. Daniel Chidiac says, one big reason why we feel drained and heavy is because we stay in toxic patterns without realizing it. Toxic relationships are not always about big fights or drama. Sometimes it's the small emotional control. When someone makes you feel guilty for being yourself, when they twist your words, or when they make you believe that everything is your fault. That's emotional manipulation, and it slowly breaks your self-esteem. Every time you stay quiet just to keep the peace, you lose a little piece of yourself. Every time you forgive manipulation again and again, you teach people that it's okay to hurt you. This is what Daniel calls a toxic pattern. You keep repeating pain because you are afraid to walk away. But remember, setting boundaries doesn't make you rude. It makes you strong. Saying no is not selfish. It's self-respect. You are not responsible for how others choose to treat you. You are only responsible for how long you allow it. Walking away doesn't mean you hate them. It simply means you choose peace over pain. And that's okay. Some people are lessons, not life partners. Some relationships are meant to teach you self-worth, not destroy it. A healthy relationship should bring calm, not chaos. If someone constantly plays with your emotions, it's time to step back. You don't owe anyone unlimited chances. Protect your peace. Because when you stop chasing toxic people, you finally have space for real love, real respect, and real happiness. Chapter 5. Victim Mindset to Self-Empowerment. Sometimes in life, we start feeling like everything is against us. We blame people, situations, or destiny, thinking, why does this always happen to me? That's what Daniel Chidiac calls a victim mindset. It's when we believe we have no control over what's happening. We feel stuck, helpless, and emotionally tired. Maybe people hurt you. Maybe things were unfair. Yes, it's not your fault that bad things happened, but it is your responsibility to heal and move forward. Because the truth is, staying in the victim zone doesn't change the story. It only keeps you trapped in pain. Empowerment begins when you stop saying, "This is happening to me," and start saying, "This is happening for me to make me stronger." That small change in words can change your entire life. A victim says, "I can't do anything." An empowered person says, "I can learn something." A victim focuses on problems. An empowered person focuses on choices. You may not control what people say, but you can control how you react. You may not control every event, but you can choose your response. That's true power. Daniel says, when you take responsibility for your emotions, you stop giving power to others. You start saying, "I decide what affects me." That's when you become free. No one can control your peace unless you allow them. Every time you choose peace instead of anger, understanding instead of blame, and growth instead of pain, you take back your power. Life is not about what happens to you. It's about what you choose to do after it happens. Stop saying, "I can't." Start saying, "I can and I will." That's how you turn pain into power and victimhood into victory. Chapter 6. Emotional Detachment. In life, problems are like storms. They come, they make noise, they pass. But emotional detachment means you stay calm inside, no matter how strong the storm is outside. Daniel Chidiac says, being detached doesn't mean you stop caring. It simply means you stop overreacting. You start protecting your peace. Many times, we let small things disturb our whole mood. One rude comment, one rejection, one bad day. But when you practice emotional detachment, you say to yourself, "Yes, this hurts, but I won't let it control me." That is real strength. It's not about being cold, it's about being wise. Detachment is not a one-day skill, it's a daily practice. Every day, you remind yourself, I can't control others, but I can control my response. I don't need to win every argument. My peace is more valuable than my pride. Slowly, your emotions become balanced. You stop reacting instantly and start responding thoughtfully. Daniel explains, emotional detachment is like building a mental shield. You still feel everything, love, sadness, disappointment, but you don't let them rule you. You start observing your feelings instead of drowning in them. You understand this feeling will pass, and it always does. Detachment is not running away from life. It's learning to stay steady while life keeps changing. When you stop reacting to everything, you become powerful, because peace is not found in the world around you. It's created inside you. Chapter 7. Reclaiming your power and protecting your peace. There comes a time in life when you realize you can't control everything around you, but you can control what you give your energy to. Reclaiming your power means taking back control from people, situations, and thoughts that drain you. It means saying, This no longer affects me. Daniel Chidiac says, when you stop reacting to every little thing, you start living freely. Start with small habits. Write your thoughts every morning. Ask yourself, what can I control today? And what deserves my energy? This one simple habit will help you release emotional weight and bring clarity to your mind. Protecting your peace also means setting boundaries. You don't have to attend every argument. You don't have to reply to every message. You don't have to please everyone. Say no when something drains your peace. It's not selfish, it's self-respect. Remember, peace is not given, it's something you build and protect daily. Make daily rituals for your mental health. Meditate for 10 minutes. Read something positive. Write your gratitude list. Take a short walk without your phone. These small habits recharge your inner power. They remind you that peace is an inside job. Reclaiming your power doesn't mean fighting everyone. It means standing strong silently. It means saying, I choose peace over drama. I choose growth over reaction. When you protect your peace, you become unstoppable because nothing outside can shake the calm you've built inside.
Real-life application and steps. Now that you understand the ideas, let's make it practical. Because real peace comes when you apply what you learn, not just understand it. Here are 4 real-life steps from the book, Stop Letting Everything Affect You, that can truly change your emotional life. Not everything people say is about you. Sometimes they are speaking from their pain, not your truth. When someone criticizes you, pause and ask, is this really about me or about them? Most of the time, you'll realize it's not worth your energy. Smile, let it go, and move forward. Boundaries are not walls, they are filters. You can still love people, but not allow them to drain you. Learn to say no with kindness, and yes only when your heart agrees. Remember, peace begins where your limits are respected. You can't always control what happens, but you can control how you see it. Instead of saying, why is this happening to me? Say, what is this trying to teach me? This one change in mindset turns pain into power. Strong emotions don't mean you are weak. They mean you care. But emotional strength comes when you respond wisely, not react instantly. Breathe, think, then decide. That's how you protect your peace every single day. Ananya used to get hurt by every comment at work. One day, she decided, I'll stop taking everything personally. She started journaling daily, saying no when needed, and focusing on her goals. Within months, she felt lighter, calmer, and more confident. Her peace became her biggest power. Peace doesn't come from controlling others. It comes from controlling your reactions. Apply these steps every day, and slowly, you'll stop letting everything affect you, because you'll be too busy growing into your best self.
Now let's remind ourselves of the main lessons from this powerful book, because real change starts when we remember what we've learned and live it every day. Not every comment, message, or situation deserves your reaction. You can pause, breathe, and let it go. When you protect your peace, small things stop having big power over you. Remember, peace is a choice you make, not a mood you wait for. Many times we are not fighting others, we are fighting ourselves. That inner voice that says you're not good enough is lying. When you stop believing those negative thoughts, you stop hurting yourself for no reason. You are not your thoughts. You are the one who can change them. Boundaries are not selfish, they are self-care. When you stop trying to please everyone, you finally have time to please yourself, and that's true freedom.
Learn to say no without guilt, and yes, only with peace. Detachment doesn't mean you don't care. It means you care about your peace more. You can love people, do your best, and still not allow chaos inside your heart. That's real strength, silent, calm, and powerful. When you take charge of your emotions, you take charge of your life. You stop reacting and start choosing. That's when true power begins, not outside, but inside you. Remember, you can't control what happens around you, but you can always control what happens within you. Peace is not found, it's built, step by step, inside your own mind. You don't have to carry other people's emotions anymore. You don't have to hold on to every word someone said to you. You don't have to absorb every negative energy around you. You have a choice to protect your peace, to stay calm, and to live light. Your peace is yours. Your mind is yours. Nobody deserves to control how you feel. Not your past, not people, not situations. You are allowed to walk away from what drains you. You are allowed to say, "This does not affect me anymore." When you stop letting everything affect you, you start living on your own terms. You stop reacting and start choosing how to respond. That's real power. Quiet, strong, and peaceful. Always remember, when you protect your peace, nothing outside can shake you. Stay calm, stay centered, and keep your peace as your biggest power.